Thank you for joining us. This is the N to 1 for Game YouTube channel. This is where, well, a whole bunch of friends play Pokemon and we learn a whole bunch of stuff from it. This is a money match involving themed decks. You will see me, I'm Nick, on the left, and that is my teammate Megan on the right. What we have done is we have gotten a collection of themed decks and we have agreed to play them against each other. And yeah, this is a money match. So we're playing 3 matches with different decks, and the person who wins best out of 3 matches wins $60, or should I say $120. The purse is right there on the table. I brought $60, and you can see it's a little curled. It's a little more messy. Megan's were a little bit more crisp. So what we did for match 1 is we wrote down our choices, and I wrote down, we wrote down first choice and a backup. I wrote down Sirfetch'd as my first choice and Zamazenta as my backup. And Megan wrote down Sirfetch'd as her first choice and Zamazenta as her backup. So we ended up just flipping a coin. And so I won the coin flip. I got my first choice, Sirfetch'd, and she was stuck with the Zamazenta. So here we are. After several mulligans, Megan goes first, and she attaches a metal energy to her Zamazenta. This is part of there are several money matches that our team has done. Yeah, we've tried against different opponents, but yeah, here we go. This is Sirfetch'd versus Zamazenta. I've got Galarian Farfetch'd there active. It's fighting type. And I'm just checking the Zamazenta does what I think it does. The Zamazenta, 120 HP. Its first attack, Guard Press, does 30. The Pokemon takes 20 less damage after doing the attack. But the real thing you got to worry about is the 3 energy attack, Power Rush, which does 120 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, during the next turn, the Pokemon can't attack. Megan's looking at my benched Stonejourner, which requires 4 energy to attack, and ideally 5. In this format, I consider basics to be a little bit more valuable. You know, these are the theme decks exactly as they are sold in the stores, right? We didn't even sleeve them up. And here we are. We're doing a money match based on the theme decks. So the Galarian Farfetch'd, it has its first attack is Rock Smash. It does 10 damage plus 30 more on a coin flip. I am electing to power up my Stonejourner, so I don't really see much value in the Galarian Farfetch'd. I mean, the Farfetch'd does a lot better if you evolve it into the Sirfetch'd, which, you might just get to see later. Megan's trying to figure out who she wants to attach to. She's got her Pharaoh Seed on the bench, which has evolved into a Ferrothorn, which you're going to see a few triple smashes here. It's the first attack for 1 colorless energy. You flip 3 coins, and for each heads, you get you get 30 damage. And I think I'm just confirming we've got a knockout here, and boom. So I send up the Stonejourner. The Stonejourner has 140 HP. So there's nothing in Megan's deck that is going to be able to one-hit KO it. Not under most circumstances. And I just hit her with the Mega Kick for 80 damage. It's just a vanilla 80 damage. The second attack on Stonejourner is Power Press, and Megan's just rearranging the dice there. There we go. The second attack, or no, she plays Potion. Yeah. The Power Press attack, for 4 energy, it does 120 damage, but if you have 5 energy attached, it does 180. Megan tries the smash attack, what is it called? The triple smash. And boom. So here we go. I start my turn. So you're going to see some trainers in here. Actually, I don't have Do I have the trainers? Oh, yeah, I've got it. So, wait, is that a trainer? I'm checking things in the browser here. All right, so Megan sends up the Zamazenta, which is a big threat here. And, really puts a damper in my plans to get 5 energy on the Stonejourner, because Zamazenta can do 120 damage. So she flips a coin to see if she can attack next turn. And, so some trainers in Megan's deck include Dan. So you're going to see some rock, paper, scissors going on at some point. Great Ball, Hop, Potion, Sonia, and the most powerful card, they've got 2 Metal Saucer in this deck. So that's a pretty good deal, I guess, for a new player who hasn't gotten much boosters yet and wants to get a Metal Saucer to power up their cool metal Pokemon. So I'm getting the Hippopotas ready. There's the Hippowdon. And see, I've thought about the Galarian Sirfetch'd there, and I'm just trying to stall the game out with Pokemon Catcher because I don't want Megan to use her Zamazenta to kill me again. So I get out the... I have this thing's name. It's Rookidee, whose attacks do 10 and do 30. Rookidee is not relevant at all. What it evolves into is Corvisquire and Corviknight, and that's really what you want to worry about. So Megan's thinking about getting a retreat ready, which means, of course, that she'll get to do a full 120 on her Zamazenta if she retreats the Rookidee, which she does. And she knocks out. And I realize that this is an uphill battle. She's got 1 Zamazenta powered up, and then another on the bench about to be fully powered up too. So I just realized it's best to go into game 3. So the Galarian Sirfetch'd, which you did not get to see, its first attack is Pierce for 140, or not Pierce for 1 fighting energy. It does 40. And the second attack for 1 fighting 2 colorless, it does 180. And this Pokemon cannot use this attack until it leaves the active spot. So kind of a callback to the base set Farfetch'd there with that odd effect after you do the attack. So this money match was done differently from how we've done money matches in the past, because we've decided that it's winner take all. So I'm feeling kind of okay, but I'm also not feeling good that I lost that first game so fast. So this is match 1. Match 2, what decks did we play in match 2? You'll have to stick around and see. That will be the next video we publish. But right now we're watching Zamazenta versus Galarian Sirfetch'd. And these decks were not provided by me, so props to Megan, who has superior card organization skills and knew where all her cards were, and was able to provide us with these starter decks for this match. There we go. There's the first Dan. She draws 2 cards, and will she get the additional 2 cards? Let's see. It's rock, paper, scissors, which I haven't had to do since 2009 or whenever it was that Team Galactic's wager went out of a modified format. So here we go. So last game I was opting to not try for the Galarian Sirfetch'd. This time I'm like, I'll try. So, the Zamazenta does 30 for 2 energy, so that's not going to knock out my Farfetch'd. So in theory, I've got enough time to power up that Galarian Sirfetch'd for the full 3 energy and do 180 and really knock out pretty much anything. 180 will not knock out. So the one thing in Megan's deck it will not knock out in one hit, excuse me, is the Corviknight with the Iron Wings extra effect, which maybe you'll get to see it. All right, I'll spoil the surprise for you. You do get to see Corviknight. So the Ferrothorn, it has a second attack, Energy Slap, which the Ferrothorn is not in play. There's a Ferroseed on the bench. It evolves into Ferrothorn for 2 metal and a colorless for 100 damage. You may move all energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. But that's an evolution card. Whereas the Zamazenta, it's 120 damage. It's ready to go without evolving. So there we go. I'm getting that Galarian Sirfetch'd out, and I do 40 damage. So Dugtrio is not really the best Pokemon in the deck, but, you know, I play what I get in my hand. And in my hand, I had the Diglett. And, oh, man, these starter decks are so good. Hey, hats off to the Pokemon Company for making better starter decks over the years. Professor's Research, staple card. Oh, Megan heals and brings our Zamazenta down to 10 damage. Staple card that you've put in your starter decks for newer players. You know, just starter decks, yeah, better quality over the years. And Megan does 30 damage to my guy. And to start my turn, let's see, do I start powering up my Dugtrio? Do I start powering up my Hippopotas? Now, the Dugtrio only needs 2 energy to attack. So, you know, powering it up is really not that high a priority. And, you know, Sonia is a big pain because, you know, am I short on energy or am I short on Pokemon? I have to pick one. And I believe in this case, I do pick Pokemon. So I just get the Sudowoodo, which is worthless. I'm getting the Sudowoodo out. Just it's going to be fodder. And this is something I do in pre-release matches too. You're like, sometimes I'll be in a situation where I don't feel I have all the resources I need, so I'll just have a worthless Pokemon I'll send out for one turn to die while I power up Pokemon on my bench. Because I see that's going to happen. I see that my Galarian Sirfetch'd is about to die. You know, I'm having a pessimistic view about this game. But so there we go. I take the first prize. I take out Megan's Zamazenta, and I feel good about that. Megan plays the Hop and gets 3 cards. Does not switch with her bench because it's Hop, not Bird Keeper. And the busted Metal Saucer, which she attaches to Ferroseed. And does her normal attach to the other Ferroseed. She's spreading things out. She's not putting all her eggs in one basket. And I go for a Hop myself. You know, and I'm gesturing to Megan that I can't use, I think it's Meteor Smash is what it's called. Meteor Assault. I can't use Meteor Assault again. So I go for the quick and easy, and I attach energy to Dugtrio, even though Hippowdon has a superior attack. I'm not sure I'm going to get the Hippowdon, so I just power up the Dugtrio just to be safe. And I'm capturing just to stall the game, and it goes off the table, and I get Tails anyway. And I just opt for the 40 damage attack, because that's all I can do. So the Duraludon. Ooh, the Duraludon. Let's talk about that. So it's a 130 HP. Metal Sharpener is the attack. For 1 energy, you do 30 damage. And its effect is attach 1 metal energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. And This and the metal saucer gets metal energy out of the discard pile, and Megan generally has metal energy in her discard pile throughout the game. Because there's Professor's Research. Actually, I think that's the only thing that puts stuff in the discard pile. But Pokemon get knocked out, so that's a way for metal to get into the discard pile. So yeah, there we go. I go for a Meteor Assault there. And Megan goes for Pokekid, which is one of 2 supporters in the game that just say, search your deck for a Pokemon, and that's it. Pretty weird, but, that's what they chose to put in the starter deck. So some trainers I have in the Galarian Sirfetch'd deck are the Bird Keeper, which you saw me get to use just a while ago. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I've got Professor's Research too. Busted. And 2 Switch. Oh, and the Turbo Patch. Which Turbo Patch doesn't really have a significant effect on the game. And I go for Hop. And nothing too groundbreaking here. So Meteor Assault is stuck in its effect now. And I've got... I don't have all of my options available because I've already got a Bird Keeper in the discard pile. My options to force Galarian Sirfetch'd to the bench. So, I just stall the game with Doug Trio. And a Smack Ferrothorn. I cannot one-hit KO Ferrothorn, unfortunately. I go for the Turbo Patch. I fail. I think I was going to Turbo Patch to Hippopotas, or maybe I was going for Galarian Sirfetch'd. And Megan doesn't like her hand there. She's got a B Sharp. She's got a Ferroseed, but, just not enough to really overtake the game. So she opts to go to game 3. And Megan gets to decide who wants to go first. So I believe Megan opts to go first. So I had Stonejourner in the deck. You didn't see it game 2. But Stonejourner can do a busted 180 if you've got 5 energy on it. Let's see, what else did we not see? Bede. I think I pull off a Bede in game 3. Unless I missed it. I remember doing Bede that day. Yeah, I usually don't record commentary for these things right away. I know me and Evan have done that. We've just because me and Evan are nerds, well, I know we've done matches and then recorded commentary for them right away, or at the same time. We have done at least one video where we played a match and we had the mic above the table and we just recorded commentary right then and there. But yeah, I hang out with friends and when we record a video, so, we'll often just hang out and chill afterwards. So I didn't record commentary for this right away. Bottom line. We're doing this as best of 3, 50 minutes, just as the same as a tournament. So we've got, what is this? We haven't even used up half of the round time. Yeah. Because half would be 25. And we're not even at 25 minutes yet, but they're theme decks. They're not too complicated in terms of strategy. It's not like you're going to spend, 2 minutes trying to figure out sequencing and stuff. Have I ever had a turn that took more than 2 minutes? I've probably had a turn that's taken more than 5 minutes. I mean, I've played Pikarom, right? Where like your turn 1 can literally go over 5 minutes, and nobody bats an eye because you've got so much stuff to do that it's understandable. And there we go. Megan gets the Ferrothorn right away. So we're going to see some triple smash action real soon. I've got Stonejourner on the bench. So I'm thinking, best I can do is get 40 damage out of this Galarian Sirfetch'd if I evolve the Farfetch'd into Sirfetch'd. And then just start taking up KOs by doing 120 with Stonejourner. And I'm enjoying a delightful Coca-Cola right there, provided by Zach. Thank you, Zach. What do you think about starter decks? What is the best recent starter deck? Do you agree with my conclusion that, we got another Dan? See, I was ready that time. I was excited about that. And Megan got an additional 2 cards because she won that time. What about you folks listening at home? What do you think about starter decks? Do you agree with my conclusion that starter decks have really gotten better lately? And I'm crossing my fingers for Megan to get nothing. And she gets 2 hits, so not a knockout from 90 damage, but, good enough. And I power up my Stonejourner. Oh, there we go. There we go. And I'm just stating out loud how excited I was to get off that Bede. So, on my second turn, I have 3 energy attached to Stonejourner. And yeah, I guess I was just real excited. And then I'm thinking about what to do next. Like, all I cared about was pulling off that Bede. I could have lost this entire match and I wouldn't care. And I just tell Megan, go. And she powers up the B sharp. And what about that B sharp? What does B sharp do? For 1 colorless, its attack change order does 30 damage. Flip a coin if heads attack does 30 more damage for each of your benched Poniard, which you're not going to do a lot of that. All right, Megan got 1 head, so that's B sharp, but she was attacking with Ferrothorn, and you only need 1 heads to knock out the Galarian Farfetch'd, which she got. B sharp does 60 damage for 2 energy, a slicing blade. I tell Megan, man, I'd love to play Birdkeeper here, but I literally, no. So I was telling Megan that it was the one time in my entire life I've had a Birdkeeper, but I could not legally play it because there was only 1 Pokemon in play. I play Hop instead, and I get additional Pokemon. So if Megan kills my Stonejourner, I don't lose the game and then the whole match. So Megan's ahead on prizes. It's 5 to 6 on prizes. And I'm just reading the Stonejourner just to make sure I am reading it right, that it in fact does 120 for 4 energy and doesn't do 180. And the Ferrothorn has 130 HP, so the math is kind of stinky. If only I had, Flashbite Crobat, Galarian Zigzagoon. If I had Galarian Zigzagoon, that would be pretty nice. And there we go for another Dan. And I get my hand ready. Boom, boom, boom. And Megan gets an additional 2 cards. So the Rookidee evolves into Corviknight, or Corvisquire. Corvisquire, it has 80 HP. Its attack pluck does 20. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's Pokemon. Drill Peck for 50. 2 energy, 50 damage attack. But really, what you want is Corviknight. And that is Pokemon with 170 HP, so that is something that cannot get one-hit KO'd, except by Stonejourner with 5 energy on it. But that could also be prevented if... Oh, Megan does the triple smash. But see, Corviknight's attack, Iron Wings, for 1 metal, 2 colorless. It does 130, and you may discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. So it's an optional effect. You may discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. If you do, during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 100 less damage from attacks. Pretty scary. If you cut off 100 damage from any Pokemon's attack in this game, that's really slowing you down, especially format like this, where the your options are really limited. And I'm retreating my Stonejourner, I think, because I actually don't remember what I was planning here. But yes, I send Stonejourner to the bench, I should say. But yep, once again, this is a money match. $120 at stake here. Megan threw 60 into the pot. I threw 60. We're playing 3 matches total, and the first person to win 2 matches wins the purse of $120. And here we go. Megan sends out the B-Sharp to do 60 damage, but she's also getting the Corviknight ready and busted. She gets, what does she get? A Metal Saucer. And she gets Hop just to get even more resources, just to get ready to dominate in this game. So we're at 5 and 5 prizes. But I've got a way to to change that with my Stonejourner, and Megan has a clear path to change that 5 and 5 to something else. And I forget what Corviknight does, so I'm just taking a look at it. And Megan just smacks me for 60. And I try to live a little bit longer by evolving into Galarian Sirfetch'd. And here I am. I don't know why I attached energy here. For some reason, I think I'm going to last long enough to do a Meteor Assault. Or maybe I'm just getting it ready for a retreat. What is the retreat cost on Galarian Sirfetch'd? It's 2. Okay, yeah. I'm just getting it ready for a retreat. Because B-Sharp does 60 damage, so it's got 60 on it already. And then another 60 will be 120. So Galarian Sirfetch'd with its 130 HP will still have 10 hit points left. But I guess what I fail to recognize is Megan doesn't have to attack me with B-Sharp next turn. She has other options. So we've got a Duraludon on the bench. So if Megan manages to get a whole bunch of Pokemon knocked out and metal energy in the discard pile, she can recover with Duraludon's attack. The Metal Sharpener. Duraludon was not too powerful card, real balanced. And you can see Megan's going all in with that Corviknight. And if you see what she's doing here, so the Corviknight it has an attack for 3 energy, but to use the optional effect, you have to discard 2 energy. So she's got it figured out, right? If she discards 2 energy from a 4 energy Pokemon, then she will get to use its attack next turn by attaching an energy. And she heals the B sharp. And she retreats for 2. And here we go. She gets a little excited there. Her cards slip a little. For all I know, Megan's been planning this the whole time, so she kills me. She does the optional effect, so attacks do 100 less damage here. So I do have the option, the ability to attach a 5th energy to Stonejourner to go for the full 160 or 180. Let me look at the card again. For the full 180. And one hit KO the Corviknight with 170 HP if she had not used Iron Wings the previous turn. So there we go. Isonia again, and the painful choice of, do I want Pokemon or do I want energy? I opt for energy. I guess I'm relying on my Stonejourner here and hoping I get a Hippowdon after the Stonejourner dies. And there's my cannon fodder, the Sudowoodo, which has no impact on the match at all. So there we go. I'm excited about knocking out this Corviknight with my Stonejourner. So here we go. And Megan gets her dice ready. And I'm telling her, no, I do 180. And then Megan says, no. And so 180 minus 100 is 80 damage only, which is a lot different from what I was expecting. So there we go. As foretold, Megan, all she has to do is attach one more energy to the Corviknight and just do 100, and do the attack for 130 damage. And remember, the discard is optional. So she kills my Stonejourner. And now Megan is clearly in control of this game. She Metal Saucered to the bench last turn. She's got a Corviknight, which has 90 hit points left. I don't have any way to do 90 damage this turn. And make note that this second time she's done Iron Wing, she has opted not to discard, which I don't think I'm keeping track of, and I'm just trying to stall the game out here by sending up the Poniard. I attach to Hippopotas, the Stonejourner's cannon fodder. Megan has the switch ready, so who cares? She gets her Zamazenta ready, and at this point, I'm feeling pretty bad. She kills my Sudowoodo, so it fulfilled its role as a sacrificial lamb, and she does Iron Wings again. No discard needed, and I sent up the Passimian. What does Passimian do? It doesn't matter. It has 110 HP. It does 70 damage for 3 energy. It was just another sacrificial lamb. And there we go. I'm doing a specific sequence of moves here. I'm telling Megan I'm going to get 4 energy on this Hippopotas, but I need the next card to be a Hippowdon, and there we go. I get excited right there. So let me do the charge thing, the turbo patch. I get the energy. So that's energy number 3, and I haven't attached for turn yet. So I will attach the fighting in my hand. There we go, and I just need a Hippowdon. So boom, I clean discard. Right, I discard 0 cards from my hand, and I draw 7. And do I get the Hippowdon? I'm just counting just to make sure I have 7 because it matters. And I think I've got there we go. So the Hippowdon. And I don't think I have the Hippowdon up on my tabs here. The Galarian Sirfetch'd theme deck. The Hippowdon, yeah. Hippowdon for 4 energy does Land Crush, just a vanilla 150 damage. The first attack is Triple Smash. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 80 damage for each heads. So a Great Ball just to, thin out my deck. Megan only needs to draw one prize to win the game, so not much going on here. So I kill the Corviknight, and only 150 damage is needed to knock out the Hippopotas. And so I am just praying here that I don't know that something goes wrong here. Something goes wrong here, and Megan doesn't have a clear path to knock out the Hippopotas, or I get another Pokemon, on the bench ready to go and to kill her Zacian or kill her Duraludon. So there we go. She does 30 and attaches to her bench. Yeah, she attaches it to Zamazenta. And I send up the Galarian Farfetch'd, hoping to send up something, send up a Sirfetch'd, which cannot get one-hit KO'd by Zamazenta, because Zamazenta does 120. Galarian Sirfetch'd has 130, and I achieve that goal now, but now it's stuck in the active spot. It has a retreat cost of 2. That's the only problem. And I'm like, who do I attach to? So I try to get a second Hippowdon ready by attaching to Hippopotas. And my goal here is to get Galarian Sirfetch'd out of the active before it dies. Because the thing is, I have to stop Megan from drawing a prize, even just one prize, because that's all she has left. So I'm hoping I've got a switch or a bird keeper left, so I can save the Galarian Sirfetch'd before it gets knocked out. And I'm just looking at the Zamazenta. And Megan starts her turn, and she's got ample resources here. She realizes, she can just kill me with the Duraludon, because the Duraludon has an attack too. One attack that does 30, and then a second attack that does 110 for 3 energy. So I'm turbo patching. And I get heads. And I'm just getting that ready, that second Hippowdon. And there are exactly 2 Hippowdon in this deck. And I realize, wow. I've got to be careful here. I don't want this Galarian Sirfetch'd to die, but if I switch out, what do I send up right now? I guess I'll just send up something that can't die right away. I send up the Stonejourner. So yeah, at this point, I'm just stalling out the game just to stop Megan from getting a knockout, because one knockout will win the game for her. And she's just, attaching to the Rookity just to, I don't know, for the lulz. And she does 30 damage here. And the Stonejourner has, I think, 140 HP. I was just looking at it. Yeah, it has 140 HP. So 30 plus the 110 will be enough to kill it. I mean, I've run out of ways to retreat Pokemon, and to get Pokemon on the bench, and Megan kills it with Zamazenta. There we go, 120 to Zamazenta, and it's dead. And we pack up there, but yeah, so that was match 1. Megan won game 1. She won game 3. And wins match 1. Match 2 is coming in a future video, and again, it's whoever wins 2 out of 3 matches and gets the $120. What do you think about the starter decks? Which starter deck do you like the best? Check out our Twitter. Check out our Facebook. We'd like you to like us, give us views, upvote us, all that good stuff. Like and subscribe. Area dose. Goodbye.